boom, boom. Hello. Happy fucking New Year, right? What day is it? What year is it? It's the year of the dragon, year of the beast. So, buckle up, children. We're in for a ride. Matters not which side, well, it matters which side you choose. And you know what, you dumb motherfuckers that get fooled? I'm here telling you right now, okay? God told me this. God literally told me this, you guys. Don't believe it. He said, I never wrote any books, period. That's what he told me. I said in my head, I said, look, whoever created me, what the fuck's going on? I'll believe in you, like, how they say a mustard seed of faith. I said, I'll believe in you, but you gotta like kind of prove yourself to me in a way. But he did already. Like it did. The creator proves itself by you're here. Right? So I said, whoever created me, obviously, you know that feeling you have when you go, man, when people say, oh, it just popped in my head, or the idea just I had a dream about it and then I wrote, like every idea, every invention, every story, every fucking thing ever. God did it. What is your gut feeling? You're like, you meet someone and you get a vibe from them, and you're like, and also when you're humane to people, or when you see someone being beat to fuck. Oh man, I in jail and prison and shit. I've seen people get beat down so hard, and it's sad, and it's scary, and it's the feeling in your heart. I mean, that's when you know there's God, right? And I also unfortunately started out on kind of on the negative side of the spiritual spectrum. So I learned the dark side, right? And when I was young, I taught myself. I went and bought the books and everything and taught myself the dark side. I mean, I totally believed before they ruined Star Wars on purpose. The first, and I'll tell you why, it's so simple. The reason is in the old Star, I'll tell you, as I'm 45 years old. So when I was a kid, they had the first three Star Wars movies, which was A New Hope with Princess Leia, and then Carrie, which was Carrie Fisher, and fucking what's his name? Indiana Jones, whatever. Harrison Ford, and then Luke, whatever he does now. And So anyway, the original ones, Star Wars. The first one, it was 1977. I went and saw it at the theater. And then, it came out in maybe 78, 79. Anyway, then it was like 4 years before Return of the no, it was about 2 or 3 years, and then Empire Strikes Back, and then it was Return of the Jedi, right, where Luke had become ascended through discipline and faith and omnipresent. What is that? That's fucking God. That's what it is. An omnipresent energy in which you can draw dark forces that, as Star Wars says, the dark side, or you can join the other side, which is good for goodness, like Yoda. And the thing is this. Um, I knew. Okay, so anyway, let me finish the Star Wars analogy real quick. So, um, so what? Here's what they were pushing. Okay, and this is what was the beautiful thing, and why I and so many people my age loved those three first Star Wars movies. Is because anyone could be a Jedi master. And I believe this wholeheartedly right now, today. And I've always believed it ever since I seen that fucking movie. Those movies, right? Or read whatever, movies, yeah. I saw the movies. Anyway, I mean, and there was line, or I remember the Parkway Theater, because it was like, we had like one or two movie theaters in the whole town. It's crazy in the 80s or 70s, 80s. Anyway, for Return of the Jedi, I remember The Empire Strikes Back and The Return of the Jedi, the line went all the way around the entire building. It was really cool. And anyway, the beautiful thing was anyone could fucking have the Force. It's all around you. You can just pull it out of the air. You've just got to have faith. Like Luke, he goes, oh, and I'll quote Yoda right now. This is awesome. They're in the Dagobah swamp. Okay, oh, and here's the other. So they did not, the reason they ruined the Star Wars franchise on purpose and made Jar Jar Binks ruin the whole the next ones, right? They were trash. Anyways, the first three back in the 70s and early 80s, we watched them, and it was about a government monopoly on everything, to where it was the empire, they gone dark, they got rogue, deep state. Does it ring a bell? Maybe what's going on now? Anyway, so they got the government is the empire, right? And they're an authoritarian oligarchy of Darth Vader, the Emperor, and all those guys. And they draw their energy from the dark side, you know. Whereas and then it doesn't take that part is true, but that doesn't matter. The point is it's about the government taking away people's rights and people actually fighting back and winning, blowing up the Death Star, right? Because that was the first movie. They blew up the Death Star. The Rebel Alliance was like, yay! And so it was literally, the Rebel Alliance is like freedom fighters, and they're toppling the fucking evil empire, like what we have now. And they do not want us thinking like that. Like, we could, so quick flip this shit if we would all stand together and not buy into them cookie cutting us up into dividing and conquering us. Has anyone read a copy of fucking Sun Tzu, The Art of War? For crying out loud. I can't believe people are letting this shit happen. You know what I mean? Yeah, that's crazy. Anyway, I'm not going to stand by myself. So until I get a couple people at least. Anyway, listen. So the government did not want the church, I believe literally, because we only use like 7% of our brain or some bullshit. They say, well, it doesn't matter what they say. But the point is I think they have knowledge that they're not giving us, like the churches and shit. The Vatican, most likely, for sure, and other churches and organizations and things, and they are keeping it from them for themselves, and it's from the elders and perhaps the Tartarians, whatever ancient civilizations before us, aliens, I don't know what, right? other dimensions. It doesn't matter, but they're not giving. They're using it, but they're not giving it to us, right? For everybody. I mean, we could all have free energy, but they like with the antiquities, like they used to, and it's you can see it on the cathedral, like in Cologne, Germany, the cathedral, and the Notre Dame Cathedral. They just won't. You cannot burn what they. And anyway, so I wanted to say, yeah, and they're fucking with the weather big time. The sun, it's a sun today. All these things are crazy. I just wanted to say the one thing that is why if you okay. I just don't understand why. Why would anyone want? Oh, here's something I wanted to talk about and say how stupid. Oh, they ruined the Star Wars movies. That's right, because the fucking it was as a kid I watched it and was like, sweet, I can fucking draw like massive. If I practice, I can be a fucking master Jedi. I can draw power and fucking walk around like Luke does. And in the end, in Return of the Jedi, he's a master. He's a Jedi master, and he walks around with a cloak. He's practiced a lot. He had to practice. He didn't know shit. He had to practice a lot with this, all kinds of shit. Oh, and Yoda goes like this. When he went to train to be a Jedi from Yoda, because I mean we can all do it. We just that like they're hiding the direction in real life. That we can all do what the Force and like what Luke Skywalker and all them could do, and Yoda and what Darth Vader could do. But they're hiding it and they're doing the. And anyway, they did not like the fact that we were like, fuck. It put the idea of us rebelling against the Empire. 1, 2. It put fucking us closer to God. Right, and thinking about God and nature and things that are above them, and they know it, and that's why they're blotting in real life. That's why they're blotting everything out. They don't want us to know that we're fucking special. Why would they just kill us if we're not? If they don't need us, they need us to create this reality for them, and we can create it as shit or as beauty, whichever way we want to go with it. Anyway, so anyway, that's why they're making this. So that, and then what pissed me off, right off the bat, the new Star Wars is they go, oh, Anakin Skywalker has a lot of these certain blood things, and he is the strongest Jedi because he has a certain royal bloodline. I was like, what? That's not the Force. That is exactly the opposite of the Force. The Force is there to say, no, it's not like that. Exactly. Anyone is equal to anyone that is willing to put in the work, right? And then they tried to flip it, right, with this new one. And they all went to shit on purpose because they don't want us watching those and think, the first ones. I will say, but one line. There was a truth drop when Padman Skywalker. Okay, I'll admit, there's one fucking truth drop in that whatever the first Anakin Skywalker one was, right? Because I went and I thought it's going to be great. It's going to be the prequel to the 3 that I saw when I was a kid. And I've always thought the Force was real. I've known the Force is real. It is real. And anyway, so what was I going to say? Oh, the only cool part, the only good part, right, of the the new Star Wars, the first one, whatever, is when Padman Skywalker is a senator and she says, she's standing there with the old guy, right? And they're in that big beehive thing, and each little seat, each little galactic solar system has a say, right? It's the Galactic Empire, whatever. And it's the fucking Emperor, and he's like, he goes full fucking dark side on everyone. He's like, and everyone applauses. He's like, we must lock everything down for security and shit, right? Whatever. And everyone's like, yay, clapping, right? And Padman Skywalker, a senator, she's there too. And she's not clapping. She knows what it means. And she turned to him, her homie. She's like, so this is how freedom dies, in cheers and applause. I was like, wow, that's awesome. That was a true drop. Now, let me go back to the other ones. Yoda said also, when Luke was training at the Dagobah Swamp, his X-Wing fighter crashed in the Dagobah Swamp. And he was working on levitating like rocks and things, right? And Yoda says, and he goes, so Yoda comes out and levitates his X-Wing fighter out of the swamp and moves it on a dry land and then lands it. And Luke looks at Yoda and is like, well, how in the fuck do you do that? Not fuck, but how do you do that? How do you do that? I've been trying to do it. I've been trying for weeks now. That's what he says. And Yoda says, there is no try. There is do and do not. It's like, yes, Yoda. Boom. That's on the first one too, in 1977. There is no try. There is only do and do not. That's what he said. Boom. And by the time Jedi, the Return of the Jedi, see, the first one, they blow up the Death Star. Boom. Yay. The second one, it's the Empire Strikes Back. It's the one with the Imperial Walkers. They're on Hoth, the snow planet. And I think it's called Hoth. Anyway, they're walking the Imperial for walkers. See, back then, the Imperial walkers and shit were models in the airplane or in the spaceships, and it looked way better than the CGI does now, right? And the reason for that, I believe, is because they want to pull some shit on us, and so they made the S. That's another thing. The CGI's made it worse rather than better. So I think they did that on purpose too, because it was looking too real. And we all know they're planning some Project Bluebeam shit if they haven't already done it sometimes. So they made CGI shitty on purpose. So when we see their thing, we'll think it's fucking God. So don't fall for it. That's my whole point. Don't fall for it. Because it's bullshit. You'll know in your heart. And ask the Creator, please, you guys, please, anyone that hears this message, please share this even. And I know you can start it just right now, and I'll try and be like totally sober. But I'm just saying, ask God, what should I do? Hey, don't even ask God. Say, hey, in your head, go, hey, whoever created me, you're out, or say it out loud. Well, I don't know. I did. And I said, if whoever created me and created this earth and everything, I obviously feel a connection with you, and I'm part of you somehow. And or what? Can you lay it down for me, brother? That's what I said. A sister, or whoever you are, whoever created me, can you lay that shit down for me? and this was before bed. I would say it before bed. I would ask questions, and then in the morning, boom, the answer was right there. Now, the the creator is like, yeah, okay, I'm here. And then he says shit that I don't know. So I know it's not just me thinking it. Plus, I can talk to my mom and my sister, my sister, and my best friends, people that are dead. I can talk to them. I swear to God. I don't know if it's that we've moved up in a vibrational level as human beings, or I have, because I do a thing that from India now, and it's a meditation thing, and maybe that if I opened up some sort of doors in my brain or some shit, or in my soul, it's beautiful. It's called the Heartfulness Meditation. I'll leave it in the description. I leave it in a lot of people's descriptions, or a lot of my videos description, if you want to look. Anyway, so yeah, I mean, I'm not out here trying to lie to anybody. I mean, what am I to get out of it? I look like the idiot. Come on. At least I don't get bad comments. No comments is better than bad comments. I don't get very many bad comments. I get good ones if I get them. I wish people would say and tell me what they want me to talk about, and I totally would. But I'm giving you guys a peer into my life, a peek into my life. What for whatever it's worth, right? Like, if you really want to, see me just sit here and take bong hits and talk and stuff. That's what I do anyway. I swear to God. I mean, I was online. I'm getting ready to take a nap. I'm really tired. I've been trying to catch up. Sunday, I had my mom's funeral. That took a lot out of me, man. That really fucked me up. And so, and you guys know, or whoever sees this, how emotional exercise is more draining, way more draining than physical exercise. It's more physically draining than physical exercise. You know what I'm saying? And I don't know if I'm in denial. Denial's not just a river in Egypt. Hey, check this out real quick. I'm in total denial. I changed this. Think about this. Think about how stupid this is. Okay? Why would you have this thing? Okay? Yeah, it's great. It's a great idea. I love this thing. I'm going to paint it all black like it should be. But why would you put that big on there? Like, I'm this. I'm here. I'm a key. I'm here. Check me out. Like, I mean, come on, man. I understand that you probably put it in your car. I don't have a car. It'd be for my house. What? You see what I'm saying? It's like having a braille at a fucking drive-through at the bank. It's so dumb. Like, I just don't get it, you guys. I just don't get it. People are getting dumber by the minute, second, nanosecond. And I know I'm getting more confused by every nanosecond. tired too. It's like all this fucking shit. And I still, now it never stops. I have one day, that's when I'm like, ooh, I'm just gonna crash. I'm so tired. I didn't even get my pajama pants off last night and I was asleep. They were my socks. And then that's uncomfortable. And I had just shaken all my sheets out and cleaned them and stuff. And it was so fresh. And then I haven't done that my Christmas with my neighbors yet. And they might have the pillow ensemble that they said they were getting me for my leather duvet. They are fucking cool, man. They're like, what kind of pillows do you like? Do you like Goose Down or like memory foam? What do you like? They want me. And I'm like, why are you doing this? And they're like, because we want to make our employee happy. It's our best employee. Like, they're like, we don't, and they don't. I'm their only employee. I'm the only employee. But no, there's another girl that does. But they want me to do it. They want me to train her again. Like, I just care. I go that extra mile. Like if it's like half stitch fucked up, like the stitch is kind of fucked up, I don't just let it go. I cut it and do a new one, right? And I'm just whatever. And I get paid per. I don't get paid per hour. I get paid per unit that I do. And what's cool is every couple weeks, I guess I get to do the stamping on the leather of the blanket company, the Joshua Tree company. And so then I could take those home and cut them up and have them ready. And I get $1.25 for those. And I did like 120 last time. So that's like, it was like I got like $150. That was cool. Then I get $1 for every tag I put on. And I can do 20 tags in an hour if I go fast. It's $20. Boom. After I've already, so I get $2.25 a blanket from start to finish, basically. But it's a good job. Like, I mean, it is, but plus I do a good job. Oh yeah, I forgot about that shit. The string that my sister gave me. I don't know. I accidentally stole the whole fucking roll. My sister gave me some string. It's stronger than the hemp that we have. I can't break it. You cannot break it. It's that strong, you guys. You can't break it. This fucking string. It's got like this wax shit on it. I'll show it to you. Check this out, you guys. This is so fucking cool, right? I'll put it right here. This is so cool. This is the stuff right here. It's like wax. I don't know where the roller went. And so the roller was. It's like a kite string. This shit, you cannot break it like this. You can't break it. So I'm gonna try. I want to do the tags with this shit rather than the hemp, because the hemp it does break. I mean, it's hard, but you can break it. Boom. This is my life safer. low frequency radiation shield. Mm. I forgot I made coffee. So anyway, I'm doing. Oh, I was gonna watch this. This is how I do my packaging, like for Christmas. Boom, everything's like that. I do everything like that, old school, right? Boom. This is Toledo and their dog. It's a cool ass leash. Check this, you guys. Ugh. This stuff all has so much stuff in it. So I have, and then this is really cool for tomorrow. Tomorrow, Patricia. This is for both of them. This is for Patricia. They're the two girls that own the business next to me. Here, I'll set them right here so you can see. That's pretty fucking badass, though. Come to find out, she does the same thing. I saved bags for like 2 months so that I'd have these for Christmas. All my other Christmases I gave out too for everybody else in my family. This is for my friends and boss. And then this is to Patricia. I'm not sure what it is, but oh, I know what it is. Okay. I don't want to say it because they might watch. So I see all the presents right there. Boom. There's one more. I hope they don't see this. If anyone's if she's watching this or sees it, she won't. Check this out. I don't know. Maybe I'll keep it. I was thinking about giving this to them for their shop and stuff. Is that badass or what? I mean, it's my sister gave it to me. Not like for Christmas, but she did on Christmas. She was just like, "Oh, you want this?" I'm like, "Fuck yeah!" Look at it. Different kinds of wood. I mean, if I don't, I'll sell it at my store. That's how we are. We're like, if you sell it, do it. Once I give it to you, it's yours. Do what you want with it. I won't go back. So anyway, she gave me this, and I think I'm gonna pass it on to tomorrow. And then tomorrow, and then I've got this too, which I don't know. I may get to tomorrow. I might keep them for myself, which will be like a hint, or maybe me giving this to her will be like a hint, make me some business cards, right? Either way. I'm gonna get a phone today somehow. If anyone has any suggestions, I would love to find out. Let's see. Yeah, this is cool, you guys. So look at how I do my presents. Watch. See? Isn't that cool? They're all done with They're all done with this. Oh, okay. So anyway, this right here, it's hard to open, I guess, but I asked her for one of her business cards, and that's it. And I put it in. I just asked her. She didn't ask why. And if I do give it to her, maybe that'll be a hint to get me one. They said they were gonna get me ones already, I think. They're like, we need you. Like, my skill set is exactly what they need, right? Like, and I think so much alike, like that, right? As in, I've owned she owned a $150,000 restaurant, ran it, turned it for a profit, boom. She's from Vancouver. Her dad, I met him. He was down from Vancouver. She said, my dad, when I turned I don't know, 20 something, she said, my dad lent me 100 and some grand to buy this restaurant, or 150 grand to start a restaurant. And I did it and sold it for a profit, I think is what she said. And she said, then I started doing this Joshua Tree Blanket Company. And it's just awesome. Like, some of the stuff, the presents that I got for them are presents that they can put out as like it's like an old Western town when you go into their store with ponchos and all that kind of stuff, blankets. That's what we do. And it's really awesome. But they have all these different kinds of things that are like native. And I'm Native American on paper. I have my card and everything. And it's embossed by the Cherokee Nation. I'm on the tribal rolls, all that. So they can use me as like an advertising ploy in a way, Like, and I am a self-proclaimed shaman by how much fucking like acid and mushrooms and peyote I've taken. I'm a master at the NDMT and ecstasy. I am a master of all things holy. Okay, well, I just wanted to show you guys my presents. Tell you how dumb that key thing is. You're trying to hide a key. You're trying to hide it. It says what it is. Jesus, it's ridiculous. A nice rack. That someone liked my comment. It was this comment about something totally out of like not about. They were asking this lady something, and she did have a big boobs, and I put nice rack. It was like this very pretentious thread. It was just kind of funny that that's why I put it there. I was gonna put that broad has a nice rack, or that gal, or that broad, So this thing's cool, but if it be better for my business, that's an investment too over there. My friendship, I love them, and I'd be friends with them anyway. But I want to foster that friend, business friend, business ship as well. And we keep that separated somehow, and that's one cool thing. And you have to. You keep it separated. And so then we aren't real personal about it. I mean, we shouldn't be. We go to work, and I do. I go to work, and I'm serious. And so I know my bosses are too. So, and then, I mean, pretty, for the most part, I mean, they're not like Hitler or anything, No, they value my opinion, which makes me feel just freaking awesome. And they are like, I'm like, I'm so lucky you guys and I moved here and I met you and you can work right here. And then they're like, no, 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 no. We're blessed. Now we have you working for us and not someone else. And and that made me feel good. So I'm thankful for that. I'm thankful for a lot of things, man. Now that I look at, um, I'm looking back at 2019 and what are they? Why is Perfect Vision 2020? And what year is it now? 2020. Are we about to see all of the veils come down? Don't be surprised at the things you see. When my mom was dying and had one foot in the ether, she told me what was going on. But when she first had her brain tumor push on her brain, it made her think differently, see different shit. She called me freaking out and she said, "Oh my God, I finally found you on FaceTime." And she goes, "You're the one, Brady. You're the one that was talking about the platforms and the lensing system in the sky and going on." I'm like, "Yeah, of course it was me." And she's like, "Oh my God, I can see him now." Like, and all her veils were down, and she's like, could probably just see all the fucking machinery and shit. And it's been cloaked with all these different kind of methods, for a long time. And it blew her mind, man. On her deathbed, she could see it. It wasn't on her deathbed. It was, she called and she looked at me all scared, like that Khloe Kardashian video where she is doing makeup tutorials. She looks all scared, and then she goes, bam, 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 and her face is just going, blood's gushing everywhere. Look it up if you haven't seen it. Khloe Kardashian makeup tutorial, like MK Ultra, freak out and some shit. Anyway, so my mom, we did her service. She never had a negative word for anyone. Certainly not me. I loved my mom so freaking much. I never knew what I would do without my mom. But you know what? Because of what she prepared me for and shit, I was able to just do it. And not without the help. And I mean this. I'm not fucking kidding at all. With the help of my niece, she's 7, I think now. God, they grow up so fast. And it's not my kid. But I'm her uncle. They grow up fast. And I thought she was going to take it the worst. Because her grandma, but she has another grandma, but no, there's no such thing as my mom. She was a person unto, she was one of those special people that just are filled with love and light and happiness and integrity and empathy, sympathy, empathy, everything, all of the above. I made her cry in the past few years with heartfelt, true letters on how I feel. In like a letter in her birthday, or I'll write it all her birthday card front back. On Christmas, and she'll start crying. That's true. It's true. Anyway, I'm like, God, my mom, Mother Teresa, of people and their piety. Mother Teresa, if you read about her, She was awesome, man. She wouldn't accept money. She said no to new like non-uniforms. She said, "I'll just sew my own." She gave all of her money to the like leper colonies. She went into the leper colony. Here's the way you prove it. You know they have like those snake handlers and shit. They get build up an immunity to the poison, but no, she went into the leper colonies. The people with full blown leprosy, parts falling off, and she didn't even wear a mask. And she would lay and sit with them and hold their hand when they were suffering and help them cross whatever she did. And she never got sick once, ever. It's amazing to me. That's proven, at least, of good karma. She lived to be like 90 something. My grandma, my mom's mom, and her sister, and my great grandma, they all lived to be about 100. So we never expected this. So, I love you, Mama. And I'm sorry you had to go through that suffering. Also, I want to say that PG&E, Pacific Gas and Electric, and these smart meters and stuff. You killed my mom. You people and your cancer bullshit, chemo and stuff. That's just poison. So, fuck you to the whole lot of you. Cancer is bullshit. They haven't cured it yet. Come on. I'm so fucking pissed. They took the quality of so many people's lives were touched by my mom on a daily basis. And even ask my friends or anybody, they love my mom. She was so fucking cool. She was down to earth. She was down to have fun. She didn't need to get high to have fun. However, she did. I did get her to smoke some weed once on my 16 when I was 16 on New Year's Eve or Christmas Eve, and then she did mushrooms a couple times and had really good experiences with that. She was able to connect with her spirit animal or whatever. I don't know what happened exactly, but it's a personal thing. It's a spiritual thing. But she's my 6-year-old niece, 7 whatever, 7. She explained to me how Grandma had to go and did this and that and the other. Or this, no, she said she's everywhere now. That's all. It's so funny. She got up there and spoke. She has no fear. Kids don't care, man. I did. I didn't like it. I was in the back room talking shit. Yeah, but I didn't like being up front, being forced to say stuff. It's gonna be pretty rude and crude, like a pit bull. Anyway, I'll let y'all go. Oh, I'm gonna go watch. I'm gonna roll a joint and go watch the Dave Chappelle show, the old one, not the clone or whatever from Sticks and Stones. That's bullshit. Not even him. His family said that's not him. I love you. Peace. Have a great day. Happy New Year. It's not my final answer yet. Hey, if octopus has 8 legs and an octagon has 8 sides, if you have octuplets, it means you had 8 babies. Then why the fuck is October the 10th month of the year? Can you tell me that? Right after you tell me how yawning is contagious. And right after that, you can tell me why men have nipples. And right after that, you can tell me how women start to menstruate in sync with one another after they share the same domicile for a while. So, yeah, go ahead. Anytime. I'll wait. Don't worry. Love you all. Bye-bye.